Alrighty, we are live. Hello, hello, hello. Incredible greetings, everyone. Um, let's see here. Um, okay, there we go. I see that on my phone. All right. Okay, so hello everyone. Another quick video. Actually I might stay on a little bit here, just so that you guys are aware. So I might do a little bit of the pro call on live. We're scheduled to start at 7:30. But I have not done one of these in years. This is something that I did a while, like many years ago. I used to do what's called well, back then they weren't really like pro calls. They became pro calls after the fact, where I normally do pro calls 101 with individuals. And they're normally like free. I just kind of, sit down and take some time and basically just do like a consultation, and they tell me what their issues are, like with their business or printers or whatever, and we basically just figure it out within that call. But I used to do these on a larger scale many moons ago, and I would put it out there. I would, do a Zoom call, put it out there. It's like, hey, I'm going to hop on Zoom. You can hop on, ask me whatever question. It's not like a structured class. It's basically a Q&A, but it's in a more private setting. It's not like on Facebook. It's on Zoom, to where I can hear your voice. Like, you can unmute and ask me your question, compared to trying to type it out. If you needed help with something where you need to share your screen, you're able to do that. So it's a great experience. Someone in Atlanta reminded me about the sessions, and then she expressed to me how helpful they were for her when she was like first starting out, when she first introduced to me. There were times where, like, hey, it was like me and her on one of these calls before, because people just didn't take advantage of them. And then there are other times where we had like a room full of people, and I did my best to answer as many questions as possible. Some people, even if you don't have questions, came in just to be able to soak up the knowledge and gain um, just gain knowledge and helpful insight from questions that other people will ask in these sessions. So if you are on our email list, I sent out to a couple different lists that we have. So I should have kind of like hit on like all points. If you're like on any of our email lists, I did send out an email. And it will be, and we have a few people that have joined, so I know that it's going out. You have to check your spam. Last time, well, when I would say last time, one of the times I did this, I put the link just like on a live video like this, and we had someone, I think his name on there was like Thanos, and he came on and tried to show us his junk. So I can't just put the link here for you guys to join. You have to be on the email list. If you're not on our email list, I highly encourage you to head on over to our website, sign up where it says like newsletter, or for class updates and things of that nature. I don't know if it'll show up for me, because normally it will pop up like on here somewhere where you can you get a pop up to sign up, I think like for class or something like that. But also at the bottom, there's one that says like newsletter and subscribe. You can put it there, and we send it out that way also. But we cannot just put it out, on the live video like that, because yeah, we got some wackos last time. Someone named Thanos, that was his name, and he came on and basically tried to, he was playing with himself on the live. So can't do that. If you end up missing this time because you're not on the email list, make sure that you go and you get on our email list so that you don't miss the next time that I do one of these. I didn't realize it had been so long. It's been a long time. Okay, so a really long time since I did one of these. But that's what we're going to do. You'll be able to come on. Hopefully there are some of you guys that are coming on. You really have some questions. I just, hopefully you guys aren't going to come in and you're like, well, I want to come. And hopefully somebody is. I'm hoping that, we get some people who really have some questions, who need some help with troubleshooting, with their business, with designs, just all the things. Just want to kind of pick my brain, and just chill and ask the professor questions. That's what this is for. We're starting at 7:30 is when I will open the room up. So right now I'm just kind of, going to keep doing, just keep talking about it as people come in, and showing you where you can sign up at if you're not on there, and just telling you just to check your email, check your spam, check your all mail, your promotions, because it does come through our email marketing system. So your email server, your email provider may mark it or tag it as spam, promotion, things of that nature. So make sure that you are looking in those folders for the email. Okay. We sent it to a couple of different lists that we have on there. So we sent it out to over 3,000 people. So hopefully you're among the people are coming in. You're amongst those. Okay. But how are you guys doing? Hey, Ms. Dawn. Oh, thank you. Hello. Incredible greetings. She says, hello from coastal Georgia. How art thou? Yeah, they're nuts. They were wacko. On the Zoom, waiting to be let in the room. Yep, we're going to open up the room at 7:30. Checking my email. Hey. No driving and emailing. Be safe, all right? I'm going to check mine now. Woohoo, yahoo. All right. So, but how are you guys doing otherwise? Oh, thank you, Miss Dawn. All right, give me a second. I need to do. Give me a second. I gotta send a message out real quick. All righty. I need to share this out too. So give me a second to share this live out because I forgot to. Where did it go? Okay, here we are right here. Let's go ahead and share to a group. Uh-oh. I can't believe it's been that many years. It's been like 4 years since I have done one of these. All right, y'all are coming into the room. Check your inbox, spam folder, and promotions folder for the link. We will be on for about an hour or so. Starting at 7:30 p.m. EST. All right, so let me copy this and post. And let's share this again in my other group. All right, there we go. All shared out. All shared out. All shared out. Okay, so let's go back over here and see. So here is where, if you're not on our newsletter, go to our website and make sure that you get on the newsletter so that you don't miss this the next time that I do it. Okay. Hey. Yeah, it's been that long. Like I was doing those before I launched the brand. I hadn't done those. That's why I said they weren't really called pro calls before, because I wasn't the professor then. I was doing those before I was quote unquote the professor. So it's been nearly 4 years. You say I thought it was on your email list, but I don't. Let's see, you don't see email from me. I mean, if you've purchased something from us, because we sent it to repeat buyers, we've sent it to our newsletter, we've sent it to, it was a couple different ones on there. So it's gonna come from info@hsinc365.com. So look to see if you see that. And the title says pro, and then in parentheses, Fessor call 7.25, like 7/25/24. So maybe search that in your emails to see. But if not, make sure that you fill it out to get on the email list. Or if you are enrolled in any of my classes, actually, I meant to do that. I am going to post the link in the student union. So for anyone that's enrolled in any of our classes, the link will be in the student union, because I know that's like all people who like truly support. You pay for a class. That's the only way that you can get access to the student union, is to have purchased a class. So if you have purchased a class from us and you are in the student union, head on over to the student union group on Facebook, and I'm going to post it there. Okay. All right, so I just posted it in the group. So yours was in your spam folder. Okay. Hey. You can't find it either. So yeah, check student union. Check the student union, okay? We have 1 more minute. Actually, I'll just go ahead and open up the room now. So everyone should be able to come in the room. I am going to leave it to where you can unmute yourself. But we're going to, of course, follow the rules. So we raise our hand. If we have a question, leave your hand up. If you have a question, that way I can come to you and I'll ask you to unmute. Just don't because I don't want it to be like where someone kind of cuts someone off. We want to kind of go in order. So you guys can't unmute to say hello and all of that stuff. But once we get started, we will ask that everyone just stay muted and that you only unmute when it's time for you to say hello. For me to, I'll call on you to answer your question, but you can ask questions about troubleshooting, business, websites, whatever it is, designs. If you need to share your screen, you're having problems with something, feel free to do that. Okay. So hello, everyone in the Zoom room. Feel free to do that. Okay. So hello, everyone in the. I heard myself like feeding back from someone's microphone. Y'all can unmute to say hello. So they know it's people actually in the room, not talking to myself. Hello, everyone. I'm Kelly. All right, there you go. I'm like, okay. It's people in the room, y'all. I promise it is.
Hello, Melanie from Oklahoma.
And I don't even have, I decided to do this. I'm not in the back room. So unfortunately, I don't have a camera in this space because of where I'm at. I need to hairpin finish setting up the back because I was in the room when I did the phone board class, but I moved my computer again because I need to be able to print from my Roland. So I don't have a camera right now, but I'll have it set up before the next one. All right, so you guys are in the room. It's on you guys. So hopefully somebody in here has a question, and it wasn't just, okay, I just want to jump on because Professor's here. I just want to soak up whatever she has, because I didn't plan anything. This is not planned out. This is no different than a regular Q&A that I normally used to do just on live, but we're doing on Zoom to where you can verbalize it, and it's not kind of you ask your question, I have to wait, I'll respond, I'll type it out. No. You'll type out your question. I'll say something. I'll ask a follow-up question, but then you have to go and type it out. It's another question, and it just kind of bunches up, and it's all out of sequence. This way, we get to go and have dialogue back and forth to answer your question in real time. So all we ask is that you raise your hand. So if you can find the reaction button to raise your hand, or if you don't see it, kind of tap your mute so I know that you have a question. If you can't find the raise hand, that way I know. But we just don't want to just kind of talk over each other. But the floor is yours. If you have a question, raise your hand, unmute, and ask your question. So, I'm going to answer a few questions here because obviously they aren't asking questions just yet over on the Zoom. When it comes to the rabbit cutter, someone did mention it before that they didn't see this, said it was discontinued. I actually went on a little hunt, and unfortunately, they aren't sold anymore. There is one inside of the big bundle for all of the phone board stuff. And there's one that it looks like there's a rabbit cutter in there, but for some reason they're not. PhoneWorks has actually discontinued that cutter. So yeah, and I looked for other places that would have it and no one else has it. So oh wait, I forgot. Oh, look, MJ's yelling and screaming. Hold on, Miss Sonia. I see your hand. 1 second. I need to open up my chat over here. I didn't see your hand, Dorothy. I see Miss Sonia. Okay, so you guys can't raise your hands in the chat. It's not there. So you have to go to the reactions and then raise your hand there for me to see. So I see Miss Sonia hand is up. Okay, so I see Melanie technically has her hand. So we're going to go Miss Sonia, then Melanie, then Dorothy in that order. So even though I don't see your hand up there, I see it in the chat. So we're going to do it that way and then answer your questions like that, okay? And if you're watching over on live, I will not be on StreamYard for much longer. I am going to end this one, but I just wanted to kind of still be on live just so that people know to check their emails or go to the Student Union to get the link to join the live Zoom, okay? But I need to... So this session is being recorded for more so my benefit. This is not something that I have to where I can send it back out. So make sure that you are taking notes. I'll probably try and do a recap of any questions that we have, like any questions that come up on this live, but this is not necessarily, well, technically you guys should see the link there. I think if you click on it, you'll have access to it, but I'm just recording it for my benefit and just, to see questions, but you should see like a little thing that says it's recording. I'll say this, if you go to that link, you copy it, you save it to your playlist, you will have access to it. I just won't be resending this out. This is not something that is via our academy for me to kind of put to put it there and stuff like that. So I will not be sending out a playback of this, but you can click on it. Like if you should see where it's recording, it's being streamed. If you click on that and you save that link, then you will have it to be able to watch the playback and go back to it. I'm just not sending out the recording. Ms. Dawn, you have to go into the Student Union. I made a post with the link. So it's not on this live video. It will not be on this live video. I made a post. I'm actually going to tag you in this one, Ms. Dawn. I'll tag you in the post. So you should be getting a notification that I tagged you in the post. Although I guess I can technically put it on. Can I put it on the live here, like in the comments here? I'm not sure. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Sonia, go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, how you doing, first of all?
I'm good.
Listen, Mike, I'm just before you get started because the last time I missed when you did the phone board class because it was my birthday and I had to go. But like you sent out because I was looking for the playback for that and I didn't see it, but I was following through on like the pre-recorded lives. So
I will show you where it's at because that particular one for the phone board one, it is uploaded. So give me a second. Let me go to Thinkific and my dashboard. Hold on, I'm going to move it over to. All right. So it says, right, you can see my screen, right? Y'all should be able to see my screen.
Yes, I see it.
The very last one, it says Phone Board 101, 2024, and all of the playbacks are right here.
Okay, I don't know. I'll go back and look, but
yeah, so if you're in the phone board so you have to be in the 365 Creative Academy phone board creations program, and you go all the way down, and you should see when you have to hit the drop down, but it is there, Phone Board 101, 2024, and that's where the playbacks are. And there's actually, we're going to have a session next week on the 30th. There's an 8 a.m. session and a 6:30 p.m. session where we're just going to go over how to actually properly cut phone board. You should be able to register for the Zooms now. So there's an 8 a.m. and a 6:30 p.m. session on the 30th. So all of that is there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Have access to it. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Okay. There we go. Now, I think it was, who did I say was next? I saw the hand. Melanie Parker. Go ahead.
Okay. My question is, where it says line style, I'm in Silhouette already.
Okay. Yep.
And it's the blind style. Do you ever use those?
Oh, of course. All the time.
So what is the corner? So you click on the corner, it says it's corner, end caps, and position. So what does that do?
All right. So Actually, look, I actually have something open. Actually, no, I guess I have to do lines. So I'll do it this way. I'm gonna take, actually, no, this is it. I had already detached it. So let's say for a shape. So your corners are for shapes. Your end caps are for open lines. So if it is, whether it is a straight line, if it is a curved line that you kind of create. So that's more so for open, like just open-ended lines is what your end caps are for. Your corners are for actual shapes. So if we click on here and I'm going to increase my thickness, and I'm actually going to make this smaller so that we can see it better. The corners are rounded. If you go beveled, it is a beveled edge. If you go straight, it becomes a straight edge. If it is just a line and we increase it, if it's on an end cap that's rounded, it's going to be rounded. If it is straight, you're going to have an extra piece here. But if you do no end cap, it's going to look the same. It's just going to be shorter. So let's say I go to a dash line. If I round it, I get circles. If I go to like this one, it's like little ovals. So that's what your end caps and your corners do.
So I can use those dash lines for like score lines. Huh?
Well, I mean, you don't have to use these for score lines. I mean, even with it rounded like that, it will not cut as a oval or as a circle unless you, in your cut settings, you say cut edge. So even if you were to send it to cut, it's still just going to be like a single line. But yes, your dash line is a way for you to create a scored line. Like it'll create a perforated line, which is technically like scoring. But you don't have to use end caps for it. Like it can just be here. And like I said, let me just do it this way. Let's go like this. Let's center this to page. So if I go to send, you see how like, even though that line is thick, it is still only going to cut a single like line. The only way for you to get it to cut, like let's say if you want, and that will be basically a perfect line. So the thickness really serves no purpose. But if I'm creating something and I want to have like a faux stitch look, I've done that before. When I used to do document stuff in letters, things like that, I would do an internal offset and I would add line thickness, fill it in with white. So when I print it, it looks like faux stitching. So you can use it for design effects such as that. Now, if you wanted it to cut wide, you have to select it until it's a cut edge, and it will adjust to the fact that you made it, you added weight to the line. But just as a regular cut, it's just going to do one straight line.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and then Dorothy. So you might hear the ding, and that happens whenever someone enters the room or exits the room. Hold on 1 second. That was my cousin called me back. I had called her to sing happy birthday, but I can't like wow out and sing happy birthday like I normally would because I'm on the phone, I'm on live with y'all. But yeah, I have to call her back now because we as a family, when we embarrass each other on the phone and we sing happy birthday really, really loud. So yeah. All right. So go ahead though, Dorothy, with your question.
Okay, so I have a photo and I purchased your fade bar. I am cropping it, but it's cropping it to the bounding box of the fade bar instead of the fuzziness of the fade bar.
Okay, so
I don't know what I'm doing wrong and I have to follow up.
All right, so perfect. If you are on your computer, I'm going to show it on here, but if you're on your computer that has Silhouette. I'm going to have you share your screen, but I'm going to show just a demo first, but then I want to see exactly what it is that you are doing as well. And this right here will be, okay. And for those who are watching via StreamYard, this will be the last question on StreamYard. You will have to join us on the Zoom. So for those who are asking, where's the Zoom link? An email was sent out. If you're on our email list, I tried to, like, it's mainly like the newsletter one that's on the website. So join the newsletter. And I also just kind of add like ones that were like, what was it? Class updates list, like things like that. I sent out the email to over 3,000 people on our email list. We have way more than that, but like those are the ones that I figured, like all of like repeat buyers, stuff like that. It's sent out to like 3,000. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, like 3,000 and some change people, whatever. If you don't see it there, if you have ever taken one of my classes, the link is also on a post in the student union. So either check your email, check your spam, check your promotions, all of those. Or if you have taken a class with us, go to the student union and the Zoom link is there. Okay. So to join the student union, you have to have taken a class with us. And like once we kind of started doing classes on our, what is it thing? In our academy site. And whatever class that you have taken, it will be like on every single one of them, as long as it's not like a challenge, like not say a challenge, like the design challenges from last year, there is a chapter in there that says student union. And there is a code that you must put in order for our admin team to approve you to the student union. So you have to put that code in there in order to be approved. But if you've ever taken a class, go back to one of the classes on your dashboard and you will see the link for the student union as well as the code to be able to join the student union. You're on your dashboard. You don't see where to check. So access to the student union is not going to be on your dash. Well, it is. So go to any class and you should see something to access the student union and it will be there for you to join the group and hopefully one of the admins can approve you. You're just joining. If you're just requesting to join the student union, one of the admins will hopefully see it so you guys can join. If not, you may have to just wait till the next time. But this will be the last question that we answer while on the StreamYard. Okay. I got the one from 11 a.m. So no, not that one, because that was an email for the phone board class. This one would not be from 365 Creative Academy. It will be from HS Inc. 365. So check a lot of people said it was in their spam. So Keisha said it was in her spam folder. Quite a few people said it was in their spam folder. Check there. If you don't, go to the student union on Facebook. Okay. All right. So let's talk about fade bars. So I'm going to make a box here, right? So let's say, I'm going to actually make this, let's say 5 by 7, as if I was doing a card, okay? And let's even say I have a background to it and I want to add a fade. I have my fades in my library, so I'm just going to come here and I'm going to go fade. And let's just bring in the teal one, merge that fade in, okay? So I have, okay, there it is. So I have my fade here, right? I have the teal one. And if I were to come and bring this here, right? I want to make a duplicate of this. If I were to take these two and I crop them, the blue goes away because it's cropping it to that shape. That is the only thing that is there. So the blue goes away. If I want to keep the blue, but I want the fade on top, we have to duplicate the blue rectangle. So I'm going to go, I'm just going to go copy. Not going to paste it just yet. And so I'm going to select it and I'm going to crop. I'm going to get the same results, but I'm going to go paste in front and then I'm just going to simply send that to the back. Now that fade is on top of that blue square. Well, rectangle. Another way that I can do this is I'm going to, so let's say this was bring it like it was to the front, right? This is so big to where I can't, if I click here, I'm still clicking the fade because this is a transparent box. We want to send that to the back. I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste in front. I'm then going to hold down Shift, click on the fade, and I'm going to crop, where we now see the fade and we still see the blue. If it was a picture of some sort, so let's see, let me bring in a picture. Let's go to downloads. Let me go find me a photo. Okay, you know what? I forgot. Everything got moved, so I have to go over here first. I forgot I moved all of my files to the WD drive. So let me find that first. Okay, so here are those are JPEGs. Got to find a PNG. Where are the PNGs? I don't remember what this is. What is this? Okay, nope. These are not the PNG versions. These are the JPEG versions. Hold on. Where are the PNG versions? I don't want to go through. I really don't want to go through remove.bg. So I'm trying to find one where the background is already removed. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's a picture of me. Yay. Did it come in? Okay, no, not yet. Alrighty, what are you doing? All right, okay, but there it is. Okay, so let's say, although mine is not really cut off, so we're here. It's not going to, I'm going to bring this to the front, and it's meant to kind of camouflage it. So the darker part will cover up the bottom of it so that it's not a sharp line. So it's meant to be on top. But if you wanted to cover like the bottom of a picture, one, you have to trace and detach it. So we're going to go select trace area, place our box, increase our threshold. We're going to go trace and detach so that it's contoured to the shape of the image. We're going to get rid of that. And then when it comes to the fade, it's going to be the same thing, right? If we simply crop, the image is going to go away. We have to copy and either paste in front first or do it after the fact. Oops. Select it, crop, paste in front, and send that to the back to where it's still going to be a sharp line. So it doesn't fade, like it doesn't soften the bottom because that part is still going to be solid. If you want it to give the appearance that it's fading into something, it has to be on top of it. So that's just for general knowledge and general information of how the fade bars work. But now you can go ahead and share your screen and we'll see like exactly what you are working with. Okay. And for everybody else that is on StreamYard, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. If you want to partake in one of these pro calls in the future, make sure that you head on over to the website and you fill it out to get on the newsletter, or join a class. You know, we have our phone board class or phone board program that's going on right now. These right here, the design challenges, they don't get you access to Student Union. But any of the other like full-on classes, the phone board program, the Essential Silhouette Studio, the party favors, the SVG, the like any of those, you get access to the Student Union, and the links will be posted there as well. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great, not for you guys on Zoom. This is for those who are watching via Facebook and YouTube. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.